It started in 1968. We had been camping, starting out in a tent. From there we had a motorhome which was absolutely horribly built. So then Dad decided to buy an old Greyhound bus and build his own. It was a 1954 chassis. It had 2 million miles. Brought it home, gutted it. There was a paint job that was done later on. We took a trip out in the Northeast. Every day there was a problem, every day. But I mean, there was a lot of things that went on during that time to really understand how to build something and how to keep something working all the time. He decided he wanted to do the double-decker senior cruiser. And those old 4501s, Greyhound did a lot of experimenting in those early years. You had to figure out everything on your own. There was no 1-800 number to call Greyhound and, how does this hook up? So it was a big challenge. Then there was other product that we built through the years, the used MC5, the MC7, and then in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Prevost approached us at the FMCA convention, and Andre Norman came and got my dad. He took him down to this display, which ultimately then was the Prevost Le Mirage. Dad came back and said, took us all down there, and this is what we bought. Well, we'd never seen anything like it. I don't think anybody in this country had ever seen anything like it. They paid for the first unit to be built. They were very accommodating in being able to make a flat floor. Prevost came and said, we're going to raise the roof of the coach this much. We'll make it all flat so that you have an easier way to do it. We'll put the windows where you want to put the windows. We'll paint it for you as well. And then we had a contract that if we didn't sell that coach within the first year, then we owned it. We had to pay for it. In 1979, took it to the Del Mar, California FMCA Winter Convention and sold 12 units. And we hadn't built 12 units up to that point in our history. Dad was very brave. He told every one of them they'd have them in the first year. And he didn't take trades, no way, no how. His philosophy was if you could afford one, you could afford two. So that's how we went. And we made good on the promise, and we wound it all up, and this is where we stand today. One of the reasons that we ended up opening up our own dealership was I couldn't allow our product to get in the hands of other people that would then dictate what our brand was worth. You can make anything look pretty, but you have to have some sort of a brand behind it. With our own facility that we can control how the coach is serviced, and we have the ability to see the records in the past of what was all done to it and what we did to get it to the position that it is to be able to hold that. That was the key to make this whole situation work, is that ability to go out into the market and buy product. That's how we have been able to establish our resale value and the brand's value where it is today. The Prevost chassis is built second to none. You can see how the cage that's around or under the driver compartment is done. You can drive that thing into a cement wall and the driver's going to be fine. There is nothing out there better. There's a number of things that we have on board this coach that some people just take for granted or don't even know that they have. The adaptive cruise control system, the heads-up display for collision alert, lane departure, the blind spot detection system that we have put on since 2021. All of these different things that we have that are so critical to the safety of the coach. You have a couple of different engineering platforms here that are working together. You have interior engineering, and that also runs parallel to the mechanical engineering aspect as well, because we all have to be on the same page. You look at the ability that Kurt has. I mean, Kurt will think of something and he'll sketch it out, and it's not going to be something like that. That's what it's going to be.
I spend all my time in North Chicago at the manufacturing facility. I design all the floor plans, all the new concepts and designs, be it the soffit designs, window designs, floor plans. A lot of those start out with a hand sketch on a piece of paper. I put them into 2D CAD and then we develop 3D models from that. I walk the design process through the manufacturing shop, starting with the cabinet building, the installation phase when the cabinets are put into the coach, when the upholstery work and things like that are going on, and following the design from start to finish. This is true for every coach we build. When customers come in and do the selection, or if we're designing one for a show here in Florida, the same process goes through. It's a very hands-on type of operation. It's pretty much my daily responsibility, among others, but I enjoy doing that, very much so.
I work on the aspects that have to do with the Volta side, the electrical engineering side. I work on how the generator performs, how the heating systems perform, how the electronics talks to the programming side of it. That's how I think it all works as well as it does, because we all have our own expertise area that we have, and we know that. We're not a cookie cutter operation. You can make all the drawings in the world. You got all the best software in the world to do all the 3D modeling and all the different things that you've got. It doesn't substitute the actual hands-on aspect that you have to have. You can make a change in the cabinetry in this coach and all of a sudden all of your electrical is going to have to change. So there's a lot of things that get wrapped up into this, and we know the changes that have to take place to make those little small things come together. Control the quality and be able to see the end product is what you envision it to be. I'm not one to turn around and take the latest gee-whiz thing that's out there. We go to the Consumer Electronics Show every year. We beat that thing to death to look at what the next greatest thing is to do, but I don't go ahead and take the next greatest thing because I want to come back a couple of years later and make sure that they're still around. So you got to make sure that what you're doing out of this is something that's going to have some legs to it, where it's going to perform well for you in the long run. We transitioned to the Volta system in 2016, which would have been our 2017 model year coaches. It's evolved now into the ability to run 220 volt equipment in the coach with those inverter units, because they can piggyback and you can run the oven, you can run the washer dryer going down the road if you want, those types of things. And we have so much power on the engine for alternator. When you're going down the road, you have the ability to have air conditioning on, 3 AC units without generator and all of that. Now you look at other things that we do, the remote control system. My son Alex does the Crestron programming. He also works with the Volta system. I brought the Crestron programming systems in back in 2001. Those continue to evolve as well. Graphics packages, what have you, that make the system easier for customers to use. We have the ability with Crestron to have a lot more flexibility in building our own modules. We have a lot of information that we get from the coach that comes back to us and ultimately then can go to the customer as well. We have customers out there that are on their 11th Liberty coach. The reason that I think that they stay with us is because each coach that they turn around and buy is different. They're just so blown away by the amount of detail that we do. Tim's in there and you're picking out what's going to be the fabric that's on the arches, not just the fabric, but I mean the corner moldings. What color is it going to be? Is it going to be matte? Is it going to be polished? You know, all that stuff that goes into it, and people think, oh my God, I'm going to have brain damage. That's not what happens, because the process is so easy. Nobody has been doing this as long as Kim in this industry. Nobody.
What I do when I have customers coming that are coming to pick out a new coach, they'll come to the showroom and I'll sit down with them and we go through the floor plan with Kurt, and we usually have a big plan laying on the table, and we'll go from the front of the bus to the back of the bus, and we'll talk about any custom features they want, any design inspirations that they may have, go through the coaches that are online, and then we literally pick out every surface in the coach here. And a lot of them need guidance, which is great because that's what I do. I have a plethora of samples to choose from, ranging from crazy colors to more subdued colors. And basically I'm getting them comfortable with going down a path of creating something that they have envisioned in their head in the bus and making it all flow together and work.
When we go through that process, and I try and be present for all of those that happen in North Chicago, Kim goes through that, Kurt sits down, everybody's at the table, so we all know what's expected and what's going to be coming on. When I opened this place up down here, I wanted to make sure that it wasn't just a brand new facility. And when you came in with a problem, you didn't leave with that same problem, nor did you leave with more problems than you came in with. At this level, you should be able to respond to somebody in a very timely fashion. The other part of it, the puzzle is not just to take a list that somebody has and say, this is what I've got the issues with. It's actually going out with the customer and touching it and feeling it and understanding what the problem actually is. So this is how we build the process to make sure we're taking care of the problem at its root. I still carry my toolbox wherever I go because I get in there and work on it with the people. What we did a while back here is I've tried to put a process in, and it's really starting to work well. When people have an issue, is they email in serviceoffice@libertycoach.com. I'm copied on that, as well as about 8 people are copied on that. Then we can start the process, get people on the phone, figure out what's going on. If I don't see a response, then I get involved really quickly. I'm either on the phone with the customer or I'm on the phone with the guys to find out who's going to get on this. We have a new DMS, dealer software, and it builds everything from the parts requirement to the line item for the guy that's in service, and there's a complete record of everything that's happened. So there's a story that's done that has to be filled out before the job can be closed. My phone number's on the website. I'm not afraid to give it out. My card's out there, my email address is out there. I just don't want people to give up. You know, we're not going to give up. So that's why I continually do it. It could be 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm on it for sure. And I believe that we and Prevost together have built this to where the expectancy level is today. We have employees here in Stewart that have been here since we opened, well over 25 years that they've been here. We have employees that have worked around the Liberty Coach product for over 30 years. We are an established facility. Not only do we work on Liberty Coach product, but we work on anything that we sell here as well. So if we sell an XYZ Prevost product, we're going to work on it. Nobody has the ability or has proven to have, I believe, the ability to answer the call no matter what year model the coach is. Part of, I think, what makes the brand what it is, because what we continue to do with the customer base. Our family believes that we need to be able to take care of these people and give them a reason to use the coach. Prevost uses our 150th Kentucky Derby Rally as an example. Anywhere they go, you build it, they will come. This is going to be the easiest sell tool there will be, and it's talked about still today. The challenge is, how do you keep that ball rolling and make those events something that people want to go to? We do the event here, the annual open house rally for Liberty Coach. You've got Prevost Motor Coach, the previous Prevost Proud Group. They have 2 rallies a year. We attend all of those. My wife and I are on the road probably about 26 weeks a year. Then on top of that, we have the resorts that we go to and support. There's a lot of things that we do to continue to promote the lifestyle. We're living in the coach. I just don't fly in and pop into a coach that somebody set up for me. I go out and I drive as much as I can. Anything that we've always ever done through the years has been based on blood, sweat, and tears. I'm out there and I'm living the coach, and I think that has helped evolve our company into the level that it is today. It kind of took on a life of its own because we're out there with the people. Looking at that picture of that first coach, I look at it every day. It's sitting on the board here, and think about everything that we went through to get here. My parents, families, everything. I just hope it keeps moving forward and we can still have the life in us to keep doing it. It's quite a legacy.